the Hebrew and Greeks just to make us look smart.
Okay, ready?
Gary and Mitch here with selective reading for your enjoyment. This one is called The Two That Got Away. It was a Wednesday in February when she walked into the restaurant. She was about as subtle as the lingerie model with no conscience at all. Her expression was the epitome of apathy and of one who could not be embarrassed easily. From Arkansas to Rhode Island, she would stand out in a crowd. It wouldn't matter if she was driving a Nicene Rogue or a Chevrolet Silverado, she was still an eye-catcher. Her confidence would not compromise, even if she knew she would have a rendezvous with danger along the debris-covered road of life. Her elegance would stand forth if she was filling out a resume for a meat market butcher or for the plumbing department of Home Depot. She had a monopoly on charm and was never in jeopardy of losing it. Herb was in the restaurant eating lasagna with 7 herbs and spices the day she walked in. Their eyes met and they exchanged a smile. He knew it was more than cordial. A big ball of phlegm rolled up in his throat as big as a piece of filet mignon, while a potpourri of thoughts flooded his mind like a giant tsunami wave. Herb recognized the feeling because it was the same feeling he had when he lost that largemouth bass on Lake Kissimmee. By the time the memory of losing that bass left his stomach, the woman of his dreams had also eluded his captor. Herb ordered a Bologna sandwich to go, walked out in the cold, and was determined to never let it happen again. Mitch?
Thank you, Gary. Today I'm going to read a poem, The Adventures of Number 2. To be number 1 usually takes number 2. It seems to affect everything we do. A feel of discomfort, then the stomach growls. It starts a movement down in the bowels. The feeling you know, but alas, you're pretty sure it's not just gas. You look for a John when you feel the pain. Good reading can help to relieve the strain. Sometimes it comes with a big old plop, and then at times 'tis the cream of the crop. You hate when it comes during a busy day, but I guess that beats a long delay. The phone's gonna ring when you give it your all. That's why they call it the nature's call. There's times you can work up a pretty good sweat, but if you rush it, you'll soon regret. It can come in a moment when visiting a friend. You gotta go, but you hate to offend. You look for some spray to cover the vapor, and then you pray that there's plenty of paper. There's something you know as soon as you're through. To feel like number 1 takes a good number 2.
Thank you for joining us today. See you later.
See you later.
It was a Wednesday in February when he walked into the restaurant. See, I said he, didn't I? See, already started.
Blooper number 1.
A big ball of phlegm rolled up in his throat as big as a piece of filet mignon.
Wow. Phlegm. Where's that at?
Is that the P's or the F's?
I was sitting there trying to figure out some of the stuff you was saying there.